Hi, thanks for joining me. I hope you're doing really well and you're managing to stay safe from all this COVID and stuff around at the moment. I thought today that I would just do a quick video on the Kindle deals for this month. So this month being April. Obviously there are like over 1,000 books that come up for 99 pence at the beginning of every month. I usually troll through them all and see what there is that I want to buy. Now, some months that can be, there's so many books that I want that I have to just pick a couple and leave the rest. And then other months, there's hardly anything at all that I really want. Unfortunately, this is one of those months where they're just not, I mean, there's loads of books, really good books, but they're just not my kind of books. So there's loads of mystery and all of those kind of books and modern day books, which are kind of not really my thing so much. But I have found a few that I've already got, a few that I've just bought, and some of them are fiction and some of them are not. So I thought I'd just go through them quickly in case there are some that you want to get, and I'll do this every month, and then it kind of highlights it, because you know, you don't always want to trawl through over 1,000 books. I mean, I just do it at the beginning of every month and it's out of the way then, but it does take some significant time. So the first book that's on 99 pence at the moment, and you'll see, if you saw my last video, you'll see this. I've just bought this from a charity shop, and that's A Discovery of Witches. So A Discovery of Witches, it's been on the TV, it's now a major series. So it's kind of been described as Twilight for adults. It's about a witch who's just coming into herself and finding out, you know, all the things that she can do and learning about being a witch, and a vampire, and they fall in love. This is completely against the rules. There's sort of a society that governs what these, you know, witches, demons, vampires can do, and it's completely against their rules to mix these races. So it's kind of about that. But I don't want to say too much other stuff in case you've not seen it, you've not heard about it. But there is a lot of other stuff coming on. The books are chunky, and there's 3 of them in the series, so there's a lot of stuff going on. But essentially, it is a love story between these 2 people, the vampire and the witch. So if that floats your boat, then give A Discovery of Witches a go, either reading the book for 99 pence or watching the series, which was also really good. Now, the second book is not one that I've ever heard of before. This one, The Quickening. Got to be honest, was drawn in by the cover and the fact that it says The Quickening, a twisty and gripping gothic mystery. Now, I love anything that's twisty-turny, and I love anything that's gothic, so yeah, that grips me. So I'll just read you a little bit of what it's about. Just looking at it on my Kindle, hold on one second. The book description is actually really brief on here. So it just says, a photographer visits the once grand Clewer Hall, where an infamous seance took place years before, and begins to unravel the long-held secrets of the household. That's it. That's all it says. So different people's reviews: creepy, evocative mystery, a historical novel dripping with menace, featuring a sympathetic heroine, seances and family secrets. Sounds good to me so far. If you like gothic mystery, buckle up. This atmospheric read has it all. Utterly brilliant, full of secrets and deliciously creepy. So yeah, that really sounds like my kind of book. So I thought that I'd pick that up again for 99 pence. So the next one at 99 pence is actually 2 by the same author. So the author is Lydia, excuse me while I put my glasses on, Lydia Kang. So the first one is A Beautiful Poison, and the other one is Opium and Absinthe, and these are both by the same author. I'm not sure whether they follow on, I'm just about to find out, but I bought both of these because, again, creepy, weird books, kind of a bit of a theme for me. I'm a kind of a completely weird, creepy, gothic person, or very flowery, easy summer ready person. I don't seem to have that in between, so it's like either one or the other with me, different ends, the polar ends of the spectrum. So A Beautiful Poison. This says, just beyond the Gilded Age, in a mist-covered streets of New York, the deadly Spanish influenza ripples through the city. But with so many victims in her close circle, young socialite Aline questions if the flu is really to blame. All appear to have been poisoned, and every death was accompanied by a mysterious note. Well, yeah, if the death was accompanied by a note, then it's not going to be the influenza, is it? Desperate for answers and dreading her own engagement to the wealthy gentleman, Aline returns to her passion for scientific discovery and recruits her long-lost friends Jasper and Birdie for help. The investigation brings her closer to Jasper, an apprentice medical examiner at Bellevue Hospital, who still holds her heart and offers the delicate Birdie a last-ditch chance to find a safe haven before her fragile health fails. As more of their friends and family die, alliances shift, lives become entangled, and the three begin to suspect everyone, even each other. So as they race to find the culprit, Aline, Birdie and Jasper must once again trust each other before one of them becomes the next victim. So that sounds pretty exciting. So I do like the sound of that. So I bought that one for 99p. Now the second one, this one here, Opium and Absinthe, I actually found first and purchased first, completely drawn in by the cover. This is just a beautiful cover. So this one, again, 99p book. New York City, 1899, and Tilly Pembroke's sister lies dead, her body drained of blood with 2 puncture wounds on her neck. So no, this is not going to be following on from the other one. Bram Stoker's new novel Dracula has just been published and Tilly's imagination leaps to the impossible. The murderer is a vampire, but it can't be, can it? A ravenous reader and researcher, Tilly has something of an addiction to the truth, and she won't rest until she unravels the mystery of her sister's death. Unfortunately, Tilly's addicted to more than just truth. To ease the pain of a recent injury, she's taking more and more laudanum, and some in her immediate circle are happy to keep her well supplied. Tilly can't bring herself to believe that vampires exist, but with the hysteria surrounding her sister's death, the continued vampiric slayings and the opium swirling through her body, it's becoming increasingly difficult for a girl who relies on facts and figures to know what's real and whether she can trust those closest to her. So again, that sounds really interesting. Definitely the kind of thing that I enjoy. Sounds crazy, doesn't it? I enjoy sort of weirdness, vampires, darkness. So again, one of my darker novels. So the next few that I bought are not fiction books. These are, factual books. So I've got my paper just down here, so that's what I'm reading from. So I bought Feed Your Family for £20 a week by Lorna Cooper. Now I knew the name Lorna Cooper because I'm on her Facebook group by the same name, Feed Your Family for £20 a week. So I picked that one up so that I can have a look for some cheap and easy family sort of dishes. I also picked up Deliciously Ella plant-based cookbook because I've said before I do want to start eating more healthily and go more plant-based, so I thought that would be handy. And I think I bought a Deliciously Ella book last month as well, a different one. I also bought Vegan £1 Meals by Miguel Barkley. Again, going more, not necessarily going vegan, although my son is vegan. I should be doing more plant-based. And then The Good Menopause Guide by Liz Earle, because there's no getting away from it. I am a woman of a certain age, and I've always seen Liz Earle as kind of a natural type person. She always goes for the more natural remedies and things. So I thought it doesn't hurt to be forearmed and forewarned. So I picked up her book thinking that it would probably be a more natural approach to everything. So I picked that up so I can get some more information about that. So there are just a few more books that I didn't pick up, but are definitely worthy of a mention. So the first couple actually are children's books. So The Wizards of Once, and this is the second book that's available. It's called Twice Magic. Now this is by Cressida Cowell, who wrote the How to Train Your Dragon books. We have actually, my son and I mean he's 16, we both enjoyed it. We did these by audiobook. We've done the whole series by audiobook and we really, really enjoyed them. Also, the audiobook is narrated by David Tennant, which can't hurt, let's be honest. So we really enjoyed this series, and it is kind of it is a middle grade and it's a magical series and it's about adventure and magical things. I won't say too much more. You can't really say a lot without giving it away, but it's it's definitely magical creatures, and they go on lots of adventures together. The next one is this one, The Creakers by Tom Fletcher. Now, Tom Fletcher and his wife Giovanni can't do any wrong in my book. They're such a beautiful family, so talented, do so many things. So I picked this one out. I'll just read you a little bit about it. So this one says, Lucy Dunstan has woken up to find all the grown-ups in her town have disappeared. Lucy's friends are thrilled and there are no more grown-ups, and they're running wild. They're building roads of trampolines and eating cereal for every meal. Every kid's dream. But Lucy wants her mum back and nothing's going to stop her, even if it means having to venture into the strange upside-down world of the mysterious monster under her bed. And the upside-down world isn't the most hygienic of places. This is Tom Fletcher's best-selling story, packed with amazing illustrations by the disgustingly talented Shane DeVries. And it's the perfect spooky and slightly gross tale for Halloween. So this would be a great one to get and save for later on in the year if you've got children that, middle grade type age and want a good story for October and the spooky season. So the next couple is, the next one's by Agatha Christie, and it's A Deadly Affair. I've not looked at what it's about because they're all murder mysteries. We're quite familiar with Agatha Christie. But yeah, I haven't picked this one up because I've got a few Agatha Christie's on my shelf already to read. So I haven't picked this one up because I know I need to read the other ones first. But I do love a good Agatha Christie mystery. And we've just actually watched the new Murder on the Nile on Disney Plus. So if you would like to just break yourself into Agatha Christie without reading the books, then that was definitely a decent watch. So the next book is The Dig. Now, I haven't read this book, but I have watched the movie and absolutely love it. It's one of my, you have those movies that are kind of your comfort movies. So if you just want a nice sort of cozy, afternoon, or you're tired and you just want something to watch, or you've had a stressful week and you want something cozy to watch, The Dig is one of my watches. I love it. It's absolutely brilliant. It's obviously a period novel, and it's based on a true story of when they found a Viking ship buried in the ground at Sutton Hoo, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful film. The cinematography in it is absolutely fantastic. The actors are brilliant. I just absolutely love everything about it. So if you would rather read the book, then that's up for 99p right now. So the last one is American Gods by Neil Gaiman. Now, as far as I'm concerned, Neil Gaiman is the god of writing. I love his novels. I've read a few now. So this one I have not read, and this is also a series which I have not seen either. So, I'm quite interested to get stuck into this. Now, the synopsis says, after 3 years in prison, Shadow Moon is free to go home, but hours before his release, his beloved wife is killed in a freak accident. Numbly, he boards a plane where he meets an enigmatic stranger who seems to know Shadow and claims to be an ancient god and king of America. Together, they embark on a profoundly strange road trip across the USA, encountering a kaleidoscopic cast of characters along the way. But all around them, a storm of unnatural proportions is gathering. War is coming, an epic struggle for the very soul of America, and Shadow is standing squarely in its path. Now, apparently this is also, it has won some awards. It's the winner of the Hugo, Locus and Bram Stoker Award, and the TV show is an acclaimed Emmy-nominated TV series. So, if you want to read some Neil Gaiman, then this seems like a pretty big one to read. It is quite hefty at 674 pages, so it is one of the bigger ones. Some of the stories that I love by Neil Gaiman are, obviously these are younger ones as well, but Coraline and Stardust are two of my absolute favourite stories of all time, both book and obviously the TV movies. Absolutely love them, and obviously he was part of Good Omens as well with Terry Pratchett. So yeah, this is one that I'm looking forward to get into, but I think this one I might watch the TV show instead of reading the book, because I just feel like I would get more absorbed into it that way. So I hope you found something there that you might like to read on the Kindle. Obviously there are loads and loads more, so depending on your genre type, there are lots and lots of others that you could go for. But in the type of book that I enjoy, they're the ones that I picked out this month. So hopefully there'll be some, if you're following me, then hopefully you enjoy the same sort of things, and there'll be some there that you'll enjoy too. So I think the next video is going to be my chocolate room tour, which won't be, you know, a massive video, but yeah, I'll just give you a quick look around at what we've done. So I shall see you again hopefully next week for that one. Okay, take care. Bye bye.